Hello, person. Welcome to this place.
Hello, person. Welcome to this place. You are now tuned into the sounds of...
It's Vision Radio, yes. I'm Dave Colombo Jenkins. I'm joined by Tice and our producer Posai, and we've got a really special show lined up. But first, we're going to play something really special that's coming out this Friday on Vision. It's Sleepnet and Lumen, Surrender, as freshly remixed by Sleepnet himself. This is out on Friday, along with a load of merch as well, including a glow-in-the-dark t-shirt. You have been told. So I tell a lie, it's not a load of merch, it's just one very special t-shirt. I need to get my facts straight. And now there's some more straight facts about what you are going to listen to next. It's BOSTN, you got that, which is from the previous Mission collection, Mission 03. And if you support Vision on Patreon, you can get the stems for it and make your own remix. So that's it. Big up all the Patreon supporters. Go grab those stems. You got that.
Trying to feel good, gotta have the yes. 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 Trying to
What's next? We're going to do something cool now, aren't we?
Yeah. I released on average 1.91666666 tracks per month.
Brilliant.
Last year. I just count. It's 23 tracks in 12 months, so that's 1.91666666.
Brilliant.
So the next 23 tracks are going to be the tracks that I released in 2025. Like, I want to do a bit of a recap on Vision Radio, because why not? Because I can't. Because it's my show. It's my show.
It's your show. This is your time. You mentioned this when we were going through all of the highlights of last year, and it kind of come up as a random idea. But it's great to actually see this happening almost instantly as well. And reminded people of the varied amount of things you put out. You haven't just put out 1.9.66666 or whatever tunes a month. Like, you've covered so much ground as well, which I think is really interesting. So they're gonna be played in chronological order, right, of how they came out throughout 2025, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. First one is Frankfurt by VIER, and then we'll just go through the tunes as they were released.
Amazing.
Yeah, and obviously, like, a lot of these tracks were played before, and I would have kind of shared anecdotes. So, like, we featured them in shows, and I talked about them, and then we did a VIER release show. So, like, I'm not gonna share a lot of anecdotes, reshare a lot of anecdotes.
So this is Posei from the future editing the show, and there will be stories. So buckle up.
This one's called Control.
this is a personal favourite of mine for its title alone, and the fact it's almost like a little bit of kind of health advice if you're wondering how to insert cheese into your body. It's interface.
I just put Nikki Nair on the train this morning. He was with me from Sunday until now. We're quarantined.
Oh, wow,
nice.
Go on,
so
big up Nikki.
we had a Sunday night of chilling. We did go to the studio, but we just played each other tunes off laptops in the kitchen, and we had some food. And yesterday we had a big day, making stuff, making new stuff, working on some stuff. And he's back to London now. He's very famous on Instagram these days, Nikki Nair. He's become a very big shot, very world-renowned international superstar DJ and producer. I'm so proud to call him my friend.
Go on. Well, I mean, you left a big hole by leaving Instagram. You left a big hole, so he's kind of taken some of your followers.
Exactly, yeah. This one is Cheese Interface with Nikki Nair and Kelbin. Yeah, leaving Instagram.
Yeah, we miss you.
Yeah, I don't miss you on Instagram. But I do miss interacting. It's funny how much of our social traffic has been redirected through privately owned companies, which is what, I don't know, the whole objection, the reason I wanted to get out is also to save my own mental health, but also to make a point about what is this bullshit that everybody's social interactions are now rerouted through privately owned companies. That's not right.
Yeah.
Public infrastructure should be owned by the public and not be for profit. I don't know.
100% agree. And then all of our data used then to sell against us or to use products sold about us or to us. It's just cynical in every possible way. But I'm envious of you. I wish that I could not be on it, but I think most people making a creative living have to be really in one way or another, I think, or certainly kind of feels
absolutely.
that way anyway.
Yeah, for sure. No, I'm running into it myself as well, where I'm I don't want to be on Instagram, but I think the experiment is successful as an experiment for me to try out what it feels like to have a career without Instagram. And I'm I think as much as I object to it, it's more work having a career without Instagram than doing the work on Instagram, which sucks. I mean, it's a bit of a knee fall or whatever, but I also said that when I left, I don't know if this experiment is gonna hold any ground. So yeah, I am considering coming back, but then a bit more intentional and also with a bit more distance. I don't know. Anyway, songs to announce.
We just talked over an entire tune.
Yeah, we just talked over Thijs and Nikki, Nair and Kelbin, the Wasp, which does sound like that's a good tune to sound over while you're kind of shitting over digital infrastructure. And now we have my remix. Oh man, like all these remixes but all these releases were so close together. Like this is March now, so we've had 5 songs and we're in March. And I was just cramming stuff into kind of the schedules. Like Anastasia Christensen asked us to release Cheese Interface, and the Wasp was like, cool, let's do it. And then this remix came out like 2 weeks later or something. And then the French House EP, the Le Thijs EP came out like weeks after this. I was really happy to just be kind of pooping out music into the internet. I don't think it was a very, very good release strategy. Like every release was probably compromised by the other one because there was too much of it, but I was just happy to release this much music in so little time. And yeah, obviously this song is, I was very happy to make this. I made most of this in the retreat in Italy, where I also wrote a lot, where I really started the French House project. And I started a bunch of songs for that too there, and but also this kind of happy hardcore kind of. I'm kind of like re-embracing the fact that I used to love happy hardcore, and I used to love hardcore, like the dark stuff too.
So many of us did.
Yeah, but I had kind of locked away the memory in like a corner of shame, and now I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah, I've done the same with trance as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. I mean, but I never really liked trance back then. I like it more now than I did then, but like I had a huge hardcore phase where I was just constantly listening to like Thunderdome compilations and stuff, and then sadly I threw all of that out. Like I would love to just still have those ugly ass CDs with the stupid horror artwork with the spider and the clown and the angry dogs. They're kind of iconic, kind of epic, and also kind of silly. Yep. And now these days I'm wearing a bomber jacket like a true gabber with a keffieh to signal that I'm not a Nazi. Anyway, yeah, and then we went to French House, and I wanted to have fast French House, because my sets were mostly over 140 BPM, and I wanted to make some music that I could play above 140 BPM that does express my love for French House. So yeah, then I wanted it to be on A-Track's label, because A-Track is one of the DJs still representing that music regularly on the big stage.
Yeah.
And he's running the Fool's Gold label, and he's working with Armand van Helden on the what is it, Duck Sauce project?
Duck Sauce, yeah.
So yeah, absolute legend, and a like mega connoisseur of that music, and a lot of music actually. And
massively.
Safe guy, yeah. So yeah, that was Call Me, and now we're listening to my collaboration with fucking Daniel Bedingfield. Yeah. That's also sick. Like I got to finally write a tune with Daniel.
And we got to finally host a show with him when he came on as a special guest with Martijn one afternoon, and just absolutely, it was never on a million bingo cards. So yeah, massive shout out to Daniel Bedingfield. That was a legendary show that I'll never forget. Never ever forget.
Such a beautiful bubble of energy that person. Like really love him.
I get supercalifragilisticexpialidocious vibes off this one, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, man. This is Italian Love. With Simon Says, Simone from Simone and Elasi both live in Milano. Really fun to try to make some kind of mashup between Italo and French house. Really love the vibe. Really love this. So big up Simone and big up Elasi.
And I know quite a lot of feathers were ruffled by this EP, and not everyone got where you were coming from on it, but for me this is the sound of me really getting into DJing and understanding the line between commercial DJing and underground DJing. And if I wanted to play those gigs, sometimes I had to play a lot of commercial funky house records in order to get to the grimier kind of speed garagey stuff that I wanted to play, or grimy stuff I wanted to play. So this is really the soundtrack. A lot of these tunes really capture that energy and that excitement of dance music in the early 2000s, late 90s, when I got into this and was really trying to cut my teeth as a DJ and work out what I wanted to do with my life in music and stuff. So these didn't ruffle my feathers at all. I absolutely love this EP, and thank you for bringing this sound into the conversation of a lot of bass heads who hadn't thought about funky house for a long time, if ever.
Yeah. It's also funny because the last couple of sets have been shorter sets for more bass crowds, and I end up just not even playing this. Like if I have 16 minutes, I could play this sound for like 5 minutes and then it doesn't make sense. Like I need a 2-hour set where I can give it like a good 20 minutes of kind of step into this world, and I've just made the decisions. Like I just released this EP this year, but if I only have 60 minutes, I'm not gonna cram it in, which is kind of sad. Like I really would love to play only 2-hour or 3-hour sets where, you know, I can give love to every little genre. But yeah. It's another Italian collaboration, this one with Camoufly, also living in Milano all night long. Really happy with this one. It is one of my favorites, and the one that if I play one of the EP, I'll probably play this one or Call Me. Like those are the two ones that are just the most straightforward dance floor tunes. Oh my god, I'm singing.
That's you on the vocals, brilliant.
Don't you hear? It's quite obvious though. Like I really tried to not hide that it's my voice. Like obviously there's ways to hide that it's your voice, but I'm like, no, I'm just gonna. It's yeah. It's still,
were you losing your mind
weird
at the time? How was your mind at the time of writing this, and how is it now?
I think it was just something that I started humming while I was making. You know, that's always the best sign. When you start humming something and it becomes words after you start humming, that's how a lot of lyrics are actually generated. They start by just kind of subconscious sounds and humming and like, oh, I got a melody, ooh, and then you start to just freestyle words and it becomes about something, and all of a sudden you have a song that's about something where like minutes before you were just humming. But yeah,
I love that.
Yeah, because I mean, there's nothing in this song that really says I'm losing my mind.
No,
but it just came. And I love songs with just loops, you know? Like the whole lyric is 4 words. Arguably 5. Yeah, I am losing my mind is actually 5 words. Yeah. I would struggle between choosing between Cheese Interface and The Importance of Carrots as like the best title.
yeah, definitely.
I also considered calling the whole EP The Importance of Carrots. I just thought Lutijs was a little more succinct, like compact, like shorter. But I liked the title EPs not after one song.
Yeah.
So that's really also why. But I love this title, and obviously making French House at 160 BPM is just for winners only.
Absolutely.
And also for winners only is sampling yourself off Instagram, chewing on a carrot and putting that before the drop of a 160 BPM French house song.
That's what Instagram was made for.
Yeah, maybe I'll unarchive all my posts on Instagram, and then this glorious bit of music history will be, available again. Because the chewing of the carrot is, I literally sampled that of my own Instagram in the video where I was making it in the hills of Italy.
I remember the video. Maybe you should just come back to Instagram with just an ASMR account with you eating foods, really.
Chewing things.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm gonna go back to Instagram. Maybe I'll just go on Twitch and play Civilization and chess and just lose and play terribly, and that's my new online presence where I'm like making music or playing Civilization or playing chess online. Alright, and we go back to VIER. Like, this was really weird scheduling wise. Like, guys, I need to get some other releases out of the way, so I'm gonna kind of have to interrupt our VIER release schedule because I need to get like an EP out and this remix for Travis. And then the Cheese Interface and the Wasp also got added in, and then we were just like, okay, back to it. Banger. I played it at 160. Pitched up. It was sick.
Yes, you said. Go on.
It was sick. I need to remember that for when I go to Manchester, that I don't play it at the 140 section, but I keep it for the 160 section. Big up VIER. Yeah, we just had a really nice interview go live on Studio. So if you want to, read more about our things, it was just published last week. You can find it on Instagram. Wow, yeah. Whoa.
More from the boy bands that is VIER in SOLITU. So this was still just singles before the album came out, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think this was still when we didn't realize we were going to do an album.
I love that.
I think at this point, maybe by now we were like, no guys, we have to... Maybe by now it was an album behind the scenes. Yeah. And then, oh god, the remixes in between the VIER releases. Wow, it's like, yeah, my schedule was such a mess. But I'm happy with every song. Also met Brava at Bankface. She was like the MC hosting Nikki, Nair and ADHD's back to back. It was so good. Brava is such a fucking machine on stage, and I hope to work with her many more times because she is insane energy live and great in the studio too. Love this song, and it's obviously about Strap-on is how you would say in Spanish, you would say Estrapon, so it's about strap-on penises. Like, it's just like what songs should be about.
Definitely. Plug it in.
And she also says where she's gonna, probably where she's gonna have sex, and one of the locations is on the tractor.
En el avión, en el tractor, en el sillón o en el colchón, yo te voy a dar con el estapón. Me miro al espejo y yo soy un cabrón.
another remix. This one of the other boy band, Noisia. This is my remix of Tentacles.
Yes.
Which was really made like because I went to South Korea in January, and then in people were so happy to hear some Noisia music that I thought when I go to India it'll be the same. Like, it's been so long since we've been there, there's so little drum and bass out there, I need to represent like more of my past, but then I want to do it in a new way that fits my DJ set better than the Noisia originals. So I just started remixing, like making my own edits of some Noisia stuff. So
brilliant.
Really, the energy to start back making stuff at 170 really came from experiencing the enthusiasm in South Korea and in India, and being like, yeah, you know, I forgot, I forgot how excited I can be when the crowd is excited. You know?
Yes, definitely.
Drum and bass crowds in Europe are so spoiled and entitled. I'm sorry, guys, but when I compare you, and you are my friends, and I love you, and I owe everything that I like about my life to you, drum and bass lovers of Europe and America. But you forgot what it. Well, a lot of you forget what it means to be like really excited about music, and like when I play in other countries that are like basically less privileged, and you get this energy, you're like, yeah, I forgot. This is how we all used to feel, and that's amazing. And yeah. So now it makes it a lot easier to kind of connect to like my enthusiasm for faster like 170 music. So I want to do more of it. I'm excited again. So
I've got a really interesting story, but do you want to introduce this track first? Because I've got a really interesting story. One of the earliest times I saw you guys play in Bulgaria and saw that type of reaction, because drum and bass wasn't really felt in Bulgaria. It's going back like 2007. But introduce this first.
Okay. First you say, shall I do it now? And then you do it anyway.
I wanted to give you a little hint. I wanted to give you drop some breadcrumbs.
Okay, that's for my edit, so I have him saying that. And then
okay. No. This is, we are back to the other boy band, VIER. This is PULANDO.
Right, first time I saw you guys, it was like 2007 at a conference in Bulgaria.
I actually don't want to hear the story, Dave.
No, it was amazing. It was underneath a a shopping place, and it was all like a concrete place. And there were kids shaking, literally shaking the fence and going bonkers. They were going bananas to you, and it was like a way that no UK people would ever react to drum and bass, and it was wicked. And I wish I had it was before phones had cameras and stuff like that, but it was just like seeing these kids, 2006, 2007. I had like a young AMC with me. He was about 16, and Spy could barely speak any English. Like, it was that early on in drum and bass, and there were loads of us just watching you, and it was nuts. It was like a revolution. So that reaction that you're talking about, I saw people do that to you in Europe, because it was, as drum and bass was seeping out all over Europe and stuff. So big up everybody from Bulgaria who was raving in that shopping mall car parky place.
Yeah,
there's literally about 200 of us.
And big up everyone in Europe who still brings the energy. Like, I might have exaggerated a little bit before. And romanticized other places, but I think we do know what I'm referencing to, right? Like,
totally.
Like, yeah. I mean, it's also a good thing that we get so much of it that we're saturated with it. That's also a positive thing, and it means a lot of DJs can live off it as well. But yeah, whatever. Energy is great.
And this is VIER is Here.
You.
But that's quite kind of a boring song that we can really talk over.
No.
The VSE. No? Oh. Wow. Okay.
Executive decision. Yeah.
Wow.
I want to say a little
Frank.
something. I want to say a little something about energy, and right, you were talking about Instagram earlier on and your problems with that and whether to come back onto it or not. I've got 2 Instagram accounts, one for me but one for my brand. One more thing, and I way prefer doing the one on my brand because I talk about other people, and I believe, and when I'm talking in colleges and doing like kind of mentoring and stuff, posting about other people and putting the spotlight on other people is way more enjoyable. And if everybody did that with their social media more, instead of just literally banging on about what they do all of the time, it would be so much more of a fun and interesting culture if we actually did what we used to do on forums years ago, and back when social media was really kind of young and crude and we didn't really know what we were doing and it wasn't quite so cynical. Just sharing stuff you like by other people, whether it's on your label or your mate or just something you've heard that morning. I think if everybody did that, we would all feel the energy and we would all benefit from it a lot more. Post about other people instead of about yourselves. It is way more enjoyable. That's my advice. That's my energy. That's my opinion.
I mean, I see your point, but the problem is still that there's an algorithmic feed with a company deciding what posts they're going to show, and they're thinking of their own interest first, not of the person that posted or the person that's going to be seeing the post. They're thinking of like, how do we keep our users in this fucking dopamine loop so that they don't leave the platform, so that every 10th post we can show them an ad that they don't want to see that will subconsciously still influence them. They're not thinking like how do we make Instagram a better place. They're thinking how do we make Instagram a more profitable place.
Sadly, yes.
That's why we should all kind of just move our business to cooperatively owned platforms or open source platforms. But it's not gonna happen. So whatever. I'll probably come back to Instagram. That's probably what's gonna happen. It is what it is. I don't like it. I will deal with it because I do want to play shows and I want my releases to be promoted. And every label that I've released on makes so little money from streams. Also because, Spotify is fucked, YouTube is fucked, like payouts are all fucked.
Yep.
They can't really promote records. Like they can't afford a promotion agency or or hire another person on the staff to do like really cool promotion. So all the labels I've worked with this year are all struggling to kind of just barely be profitable. So like I really can't blame them for not doing the promo on my behalf. Everyone is struggling with the same problem.
Massively.
So I guess I'll just go back to Instagram. I don't know. I'm considering it to promote my own music and shows because otherwise it's not gonna work. I don't know. We'll see. I'm still, still wrestling with my decisions.
I think instead of doing a reload on this show, we should get the Patreon supporters to vote whether Tice should come back onto Instagram. Please vote now.
We forgot to announce a bunch of songs. The previous one was SOLAAR 42, and we are now listening to The Source, both by VIER. Stay with the boy band, but we go to 170, which was really fun. Like this was a really fun thing to do, writing 170, like drum and bass. Obviously, while I was on drum and bass hiatus, Travis and Miguel actually started making drum and bass pretty much. They started a little bit before. I was still playing their songs in Noisia sets, especially that amazing Berry Patch remix by Halogenics. But yeah, kind of writing drum and bass with Travis and Miguel, and also Salvador, who is a jungle and a drum and bass head, was very fun. Very, very, very fun. Really happy to be back on the 170 train.
Choo choo.
And it is fresh. Like, it does sound like, you know, it doesn't sound like people who do this every day, but people who bring in like excitement for the genre, but a completely different take in a way.
Yeah. That's usually when some of the best ideas come about. This is wicked. This is SMTM.
Show Me the Money, which is not on Spotify, because on Spotify you don't show us the money. And you know, we're just like Nikki Nair, man. We're all about the money. I want to bring Nikki Nair's wife to expensive restaurants. This one goes hard. Another hardcore one. Quema Quema by the boy band. When we announced the previous song, we really didn't talk much over it, and Frank was like, "Whoa, that was it." So yeah, I guess now we should talk all over this tune. But
we played this one quite a few times, haven't we? I just hope that the guy who inspired this, I hope he's doing well. I hope he's still going around shouting positive affirmations.
I hope he's still outside Eindhoven Airport shouting over the road.
Yeah.
It is a great day for him to be doing it. It's like super sunny out here. Did you see Northern Lights yesterday, Dave?
I've seen lots of photos of it on my Facebook, but no.
I saw vague glow behind the clouds where I could definitely tell, like, yeah, that green shit normally isn't there, but I couldn't see it. But I've seen it much better in Iceland anyway, so, you know.
Well, can you confirm then that the actual Northern Lights we see in photos isn't actually visible to the actual naked eye? It's better off to look through your camera to see that. And the minute I heard that, I was really disappointed that it wasn't the trippy kind of rainbow clouds that you see.
No, but it depends on the strength. I've definitely seen it with my own eyes, that where it looks like the picture.
Cool.
But yeah,
because most people are like, it doesn't look as good, you've got to take photos of it. So if I've got to take photos, I might as well look at somebody else's
photos. It looks better on photos, but you can see on most photos that it is actually a long exposure photo, and that you wouldn't see it like that with the naked eye. And yesterday I did have to take a photo of it to see, like, oh yeah, that's green, and then I spotted it in real life, because it was just basically a cloud that had a green hue, because behind it was proper Northern Lights. But from other locations, just in Groningen, people saw it amazingly. And you can see it with the naked eye.
Awesome. But big up all naked eyes.
And that was also the story for VIER, the boy band. That was a big part of my year. And after that, I released one more song. I was not on Instagram promoting the song, and it was kind of confirming a part of my thesis that it's really hard to promote without Instagram, and I hate that, because it's not Instagram's job to promote my music. It's their job to make as much money for themselves as possible. And then I have to kind of find ways to manipulate Instagram to make them think like it's in their favor, to show my promotion of my new remix that I'm really happy with. Or maybe I don't know. Anyway, this is my remix of Nair Barghouti and Sleiman Damien, Zarif, which came out in December.
Love this. What a crazy trip it's been. Thank you very much, Thijs. It's been really interesting to go back over the releases and talk over lots of them.
Yeah, almost 2 per month. It was crazy. I don't think I'm gonna repeat that in 26. But it was a lovely experience. 2025 was very good to me, and I love doing this show too, to kind of reminisce about the whole year and how crazy I went in 25.
Yeah. That's great.
But that was it. That was my year. Let's wrap up the show with the reload and say goodbye.
Yes. Thank you very much to everybody who supports us via Patreon. We mean that from the bottom of our hearts. It really means a lot. And anybody who supports anybody on Patreon, really, thank you very much for contributing towards the culture. Last week you voted for Misantrop's Flashback, which is the first single from his new album, Trash World. Big up Misanthrop. Really, really feeling this. This is Flashback. We'll flash forward now and see you next week. Ciao, ciao.
Goodbye.
Can you take me to an expensive restaurant, please?
No, I'm saving my money for Nikki Nair's wife.
Fair.